this rocket ship has left the building, this Privileged Car Club rocket ship that everybody has just entered. Guess what, guys? We're about to take this to the next level. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that on Sunday, April 1st, 2018, the very first Privileged Car Club launch event is going to occur. It's going to be at the Supreme Banqueting and Conference Center, 10 Roebuck Lane, West Bromwich, B76QP, West Midlands, UK. Now, registration starts at 3 p.m. sharpish, and the event starts at 4 p.m., guys. If you look at the refreshments, we got finger food buffet, tea and coffee. You can spike your tea and coffee if you so choose. We don't mind. Then you got parking is free. Guys, you can book your tickets right now. Make sure you go to theprivilegedcarclub.com. Now, for those of you who just joined, guys, my name is Max Garza III. I'll be your host and presenter today. And we are super excited to have leaders from around the world on this presentation, learning more about why this very disruptive technology is literally going nuclear in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and even the United States of America. Guys, we have so many excited people right now because now every 2 years, they can drive the car of their dreams for their lifetime. That's think about that, for their lifetime. So for those of you that obviously have pulled the trigger already, made a position and started sharing this information, congratulations, guys. For those of you that are hearing this presentation for the very first time, you know, the thing is somebody cares enough about you and your family's financial future to show you something that's going to allow you not to have to worry ever again about bad credit, about not having enough money for a deposit on a new car. Guys, there's some things that you're going to learn today that are going to absolutely blow your mind. You're probably not going to be able to sleep all weekend because you're going to be thinking about all the people that you know that right now are college students, stay-at-home moms, teachers, lawyers. I mean, there's so many people around the world, guys, that are looking to get into new vehicles. And guess what? Now you can be that voice that helps them understand there's a concept that can help people that are in dire need. But let me get into the presentation. Voila. Let me go into the slideshow and we'll start from the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Privileged Car Club. Join the driving revolution. So today you're going to know one thing, ladies and gentlemen. How would you like to drive any new car of your choice for $75 per month? Now, obviously, if you're in the UK, that's 50 pounds a month, guys. How beautiful is that concept alone? $75, 50 pounds a month. With Privileged Car Club, this is now possible. Now, what you got to realize, guys, is many people are asking because they're so excited, what is the Privileged Car Club? It's a revolutionary concept to change the way people do their future motoring. Now, giving everyone the opportunity to drive their choice of car for life. Now, I can see Miss Mel B driving this in the UK on Saturdays. This can be her weekend car because, you know, we know Mel B loves to drive around the countryside. But literally, when I go to the UK, she better be driving me around this vehicle. So now, just by referring people to join Privileged Car Club using our vertical tracking system, this concept uses the power of people working together to change the normal way of doing things. And guys, as you know, just think about this. Uber, they disrupted the traditional taxi firms by giving people the choice they wouldn't normally have. When I travel, ladies and gentlemen, all around the world, I don't even remember the last time I used a taxi. I mean, I got the Uber app. I literally Uber everywhere when I travel, but that's how disruptive that Uber technology has become. Airbnb. They disrupted the traditional hotel and holiday industry by giving people another choice. Guys, hotels have had to adjust their pricing because so many people. I was in California just a few weeks ago. I got a little condo on the beach through Airbnb. Now, the reason why that's so disruptive, guys, is because when people have more choices, what do? They go with options that fit their needs and also fit their budget. That's what's amazing. Amazon, they disrupted the traditional way of shopping. I know that many people that are on this webinar right now are Amazon shopaholics because I got the app and literally if I don't feel like going to the store, guess what I do? I just Amazon it. Now they got Amazon Fresh where you can even get groceries shipped to your house. How phenomenal is that? But again, 3 prime examples of how disruptive technology has changed our everyday life forever. Privileged Car Club will disrupt the traditional way that people drive brand new cars for decades to come. You might ask yourself, how does it work? So let's get into this. Let's just say that this is you, right? And let's say this is Mel B. And let's say that this is Andy B. And this is Jacqueline, right? So now this is a very simple concept, guys. You personally introduce 3 people to join the club. And if you are lucky enough to have Mel B, Andy B, and Jacqueline, guess what? You are going to do very well because all 3 of these people that are on the webinar right now are phenomenal talents. They are marketing geniuses, and they know people all around the world. Guys, this is just about sharing a little bit of information. On planet Earth right now, we have 7.6 billion global citizens. So if you can't find 3 excited people that want to drive a brand new vehicle every 2 years, you better check your pulse. There's way more than that. There's probably in your Rolodex or in your phone right now, you probably have about 300 people around the world that would love to drive a brand new vehicle. Obviously, Ireland, UK, and the United States. When I say that, guys, that's an understatement. Many of you have way more than that. Now, these 3 become your referral tracking legs. So pretty simple concept, guys. Remember, you personally introduce 3 people to join the club, and these 3 become your referral tracking legs, okay? Now, the next step is once you have referred 3 people, it's a simple system of duplication. Each member refers their 3 people. Now, remember, guys, everybody's working as a team, right? So at the end of the day, as long as you're plugging into these webinars, as long as you're plugging into trainings, guess what? We're going to teach you how to approach people. We're going to teach you, how to handle questions. You're not going to be doing this on your own. You're part of a team, of a family that's going to help you succeed in 2018 and beyond. So let me go back one slide. So you see, guys, don't forget, you got your 3 you got your 3 legs, or your referral tracking legs, right? And then now we're going to show you how it's going to expand out. So here we go. So let's say Mel B has 1, Andy B's got his 3, Jacqueline's got her 1, but guess what? The beautiful thing about this, guys, is that after this, anyone new you introduce is placed under someone else in your team, and everyone does the same thing. So again, guys, we're all working as a big team to make sure that everybody's going to win in 2018. So bringing everyone closer to qualifying for a car. Now, let's say that Jacqueline now has 2, right? Mel has her 1, and Andy B's got his 3. Well, guess what? Look at this. As we're bringing more and more people in, boom, now Mel B's got her 2, 3, 3, and 3. So you see, guys, as people are coming into this system, again, it's working as a gigantic team to make sure everybody wins. Once you begin, your team increases exponentially. People lead to people, and your team grows naturally. Because remember, guys, it's simple duplication. We're not asking you to do anything that's super hard. And then think about this. Remember, don't forget that Mel B, Andy B, and Jacqueline are your level 1. Let's say whenever they get their 3, right? 3, 3, and 3, that becomes your level 2. And then what's going to happen after that, to qualify for a car, you need 20 people in 3 legs. So let's say as you're building this over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, you can track everything, guys, in your back office. We have a very beautiful website with a very beautiful tracking mechanism dashboard. So as you get 20 in Mel B's leg, 20 in Andy B's, and 20 in Jacqueline's, guess what? You are preparing yourself for success. Because once you have a total of 81 people in your team at this level or below, you have now qualified for a car and insurance worth 24,000 United States dollars. Again, this is a presentation for America. Next week, we're going to be doing a presentation for the UK and Ireland, but everybody's working as a team regardless, guys, because at the end of the day, all this information, we're going to teach you how to duplicate, and duplicate some more. So now, for example, check this out. This is a 2018 Nissan Altima shown in gun metallic with standard intelligent collision warning and automatic emergency braking. Now, the standard MSRP is $23,140. Check this out, 27 miles in the city and 38 in the country. Not bad, right? That's a beautiful car. For 24 grand, not bad. So to qualify for a car, you need 30 in 3 legs once we go to the next level. Because what I'm going to show you next, guys, is we went from 24. Now I'm going to show you how to qualify for the $36,000 vehicle, right? So once this happens, remember, to qualify for a car in this range, you need 30 in 3 legs. So now let's say Mel B's got 30, Andy B's got 30, and Jacqueline's got 30. To qualify for a car worth $36,000, you just need a total of 125 people in your team. So basically, guys, you're going from 81. After you get 81 and you got 20, 20, 20, you qualified for the 24,000 USD vehicle. And let's say you want to upgrade to the 36,000 USD vehicle. Pretty simple, right? It's just now it's instead of 20, it's 30, 30, 30. And instead of 81, now you have a total of 125 people on your entire team. So what that's going to do, check this out. Many of you love Mercedes, right? How about a Mercedes CLA 250 Coupe? So look at this, guys. A 2018 CLA 250 Coupe 4MATIC, 34,700 MSRP. What a beautiful vehicle. I can see Andy driving this, every day, not just on the weekends. So with Privilege Car Club, you could be driving this for an astonishing $75 per month with insurance, guys. I mean, think about that. Can you imagine literally driving a Mercedes-Benz for $75 a month? Let that hit you real quick, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know about you, but I just got goosebumps when I had the feeling of, hey, guess what? Over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, I'm going to work so hard that I'm going to be able to drive a Mercedes for $75 a month. That's exciting for me, and it should be exciting for you, especially today, because today, guys, is a day that your mentality is going to shift into a helping mentality, right? Because when you take the eyes off yourself and you help other people get in their vehicles, guess what? Your vehicle is going to come no matter what. So again, 2018 CLA 250 Coupe, this 250 Coupe is $32,700 MSRP. And the beautiful thing, guys, is many of you are already working towards these vehicles. The Privilege Car Club does not choose the car you drive, you do. So again, maybe some of you are Audi fans, right? Maybe some of you are Mercedes fans. Maybe some of you are Lamborghini fans. We don't know. But with the Privilege Car Club, you can achieve the dream of your vehicles in 2018 and beyond. Now, remember, this is depending on the qualifying level you achieve, because many of you right now are literally lighting the world on fire. So the larger your referral network grows, the higher the value of the vehicle you can choose. Benefits of the Privilege Car Club. If you got a pen and a piece of paper, guys, I want you to write some of this stuff down, because once you can start articulating this to people around the world, in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the United States, guess what? People are going to get so excited. At first, they're going to question you, right? Because it's almost too good to be true. But once they see that this program has already launched in the UK, Ireland, and the United States, and soon to be in Spain, Canada, and Mexico, their mind's going to be blown away. So number one, no credit checks. Guys, around the world, it'd be safe to say 1/3 of the people in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the United States have bad credit. I mean, it could be student loans, it could be a divorce, so many things, right, guys? So instead of having to worry about credit checks here, never again, right? Number two, no deposit. So imagine, ladies and gentlemen, for $180 a year and $75 a month, you don't ever have to worry about a deposit ever again or a credit check. How phenomenal is that? Breakdown cover. If your vehicle breaks down, guess what? It is fully covered from bumper to bumper. Insurance included. Guys, I don't know about you, but many of you that have kids that are 21, 22, 23, I've got a lot of friends that have kids. They tell me that they're getting murdered with the insurance right now. So imagine those four little things right now, ladies and gentlemen. No credit check. I mean, that alone, I've got friends right now that when I tell them that, it blows their mind. No deposit, breakdown cover, and insurance included, and those are just four so far. Next thing, guys, that you want to see is high mileage allowance of 15,000 miles. Number six, a full warranty. If anything happens, guys, whether it's the computer, the car horn, the alarm, you name it, it's got a full warranty. So once again, guys, let's go over this, because I want you to understand one thing. When you're talking to people about this program, how disruptive it is, number one, but how all-encompassing and beneficial it is. Don't forget, guys, no credit checks, no deposit, breakdown cover, insurance included. That is huge right there. High mileage allowance of 15,000 miles and a full warranty. Guys, there's no other program on earth that can literally even touch the Privilege Car Club, guys. And this is why we tell you, start sharing the information globally, because if you don't, somebody else is going to do it, right? How much does membership of the Privilege Car Club cost? So there is a joining fee of $180 to be renewed every single year. But again, remember, after talking about those six, think about this for a second. When you got six benefits like the ones we just discussed, anybody, when they see the joining fee, are going to laugh because it's so minimal. Plus your first monthly subscription of $75. So guys, your first month is going to be $255. But think about that. It's much better. It's much, much better than having to spend $6,000, $7,000, even $10,000 putting down a deposit for a brand new vehicle because you might have bad credit, right? Then continued monthly subscriptions of $75 as long as you remain a member. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to tell you, this is not rocket science, but if you want the full benefit of this, you're not going to allow your monthly subscription to go into arrears, right? You literally want to make sure that you keep that vehicle every 2 years, brand new, right? Because you get a brand new vehicle every 2 years for a lifetime, and all you have to do is share it with 3 people to get started. So if you really want a more expensive car for $75 per month, Just think how easy it will be to get people to become members when you are driving a 20K or 30K car. Guys, people love, they're very visual, right? So when they see you going from, let's say, a Nissan Altima to a Mercedes-Benz, they're going to be like, what are you doing? What kind of illegal activity are you involved in, Mel B or Andy B? At the end of the day, they're not going to believe that literally you're just sharing some information with people globally and you're driving a brand new vehicle every 2 years. That's how phenomenal this program is. Our CEO, Andy Wall, has done a phenomenal job, guys, getting this out in the public and working very hard behind the scenes so that you could benefit from his amazing idea. So now again, guys, don't forget, once you've qualified for a car, you can re-enter your own team and build 3 legs again. So remember, you started with Mel B, Andy B, and Jacqueline, right? And then all of a sudden you built your team, right? You built your team of 81 or 125, but guess what? Here you come again. That's you. Remember, that's you again. This is called the ambassador's position. So again, you're going to build 3 more legs, right? If you build this leg to a full team, then you can add 24,000 to the value of the car or 1.2K of income. Again, guys, you're already driving, let's say you're driving a $36,000 Mercedes-Benz already, right? But you're jumping back in so you can build another 3 legs because literally there's so many people right now that are inquiring about the PCC program, guys, that they're going to come to you. Literally, as long as you follow the instructions that Andy and the team have put in place, people are going to literally come to you. This is why webinars are very important, guys. We present everything for you. You just get them on the webinar, we'll educate them, we'll motivate them, and then you just sign them up, right? So you can also re-enter again, and this is called the president position. This re-entry allows you to build weaker areas of your team whilst adding value or income. So in summary, guys, you have the privilege of driving any new car of your choice for $75 per month. Every 2 years, your car is renewed for a brand new car. All you need to do is tell others and spread the message of Privileged Car Club, guys. Remember, we're not looking for super salespeople, guys. We're looking for people that have a passion for helping others. That's what we're looking for today. And so don't miss out on joining the driving revolution today. Begin your journey of driving the car of your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Max Garza III, and I thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to be doing these presentations live every single Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe that's 6 p.m. UK time. Guys, bring your people to this presentation. Allow us to make sure that your team is energized, activated, and educated. Because at the end of the day, remember this, we also are working on an initial coin offering because this concept is so phenomenal and backed by tangible assets that we will have one of the absolute largest ICOs in the world because our ecosystem is growing at a rapid pace in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the United States. So what I tell people is this, the benefit of having digital currency as a payment solution is twofold. Many people around the world do not have access to banking infrastructure. And the reason that is, guys, is because again, you know, many areas of the globe just don't have banks, right? But when it comes to the Privileged Car Club social wallet in the future, it doesn't matter if you have banking infrastructure because as long as you got a mobile device and an internet connection, guess what? You can start paying your monthly dues with digital currency. You can start paying your yearly dues with digital currency. So the power in that, guys, is we're going to be able to help hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of millions of people in the future with our Privileged Car Club coin. And because you right now are the VIPs, the pioneers leading this charge, guess who's going to make the most money with this initial coin offering? The people that see it at the very beginning. So do not forget, guys, if you're new to the Privileged Car Club, make sure you get back with the person that invited you today, lock in your position, lock arms with us, and let's go change the world. But before we leave, I want to give you some motivation for today because you are very powerful. And many people should understand one thing. When you have this kind of power where you can change someone's life, guys, or a family's life, take advantage of it. But I'm gonna tell you a short little story that I read some time ago, and I want to pull this out today. It's about Fred Smith. So everybody knows who Federal Express is, right? But when you hear this story, it's going to blow your mind because I'm going to tell you one thing right now that you probably have not heard in a while. You are very powerful. You have the ability to change the lives of not just people, but their families. Not just your life, but your family's life. Not just your family's life, but your grandchildren's lives. So I want you to understand one thing, guys. When you get motivated, when you light your hair on fire, people from around the world will come to watch it burn. And what I mean by that is just watch this, guys. Fred Smith was an undergraduate at Yale University in 1965. As part of the coursework, he wrote an economics paper exploring the process of transportation of goods in the United States. He found that shippers relied on transporting large packages across the United States by means of truck or passenger airplanes. Smith thought of a more efficient transportation idea. He wrote a last-minute paper on how a company carrying small, essential items by plane could be a much better business. He, however, did not go into details about how to run such a company. His paper was graded as a C, right? But Smith did not give up on the idea and launched the company in 1971. But within 3 years of founding the company, Federal Express was on the verge of bankruptcy. It was losing over $1 million a month due to the rising fuel costs. At its zenith, the company had just $5,000 to its name. Smith made a final pitch to General Dynamics for more funding. The request was turned down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, he could have just tucked his tail between his legs and gone home, right? But watch this. Most ordinary people would have quit at this point and shut down the company, not Fred Smith. What he did next is easily the boldest move by the founder of a company. Smith flew to Las Vegas and played blackjack that weekend with the remaining company funds. Yes, all of the $5,000 that was left. On Monday, the management of the company had a pleasant surprise lined up. FedEx had $32,000 in its bank account, which was just enough to cover the fuel of their planes and to continue operating a few more days. So literally, guys, I mean, he took a gamble, right? Obviously, sometimes we as entrepreneurs are gamblers. We're the Mavericks, right? But because of that, that's why we win massively when we run into disruptive technology like the Privileged Car Club. Soon after, the company was able to raise significant amounts in funding. Today, FedEx is a global giant with operations in more than 220 countries and territories and an annual revenue of US $45 billion. So guys, all companies are going to run into funding problems, technology problems. But at the end of the day, as long as it's got a core group of VIPs and people that believe, really evangelists, if you will, that want to go change the world and not just change their lives, but other people's lives, nothing can stop us at Privileged Car Club. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for joining us this Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. We hope to see you again next Saturday, same time, same channel. Don't forget that at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. UK time, I believe, because it's 12:29 p.m. here in Texas. So it should be about 3:29 p.m. in the UK, I believe. Mel, Andy, tell me. But don't forget that we have, because of your packages, you get free cryptocurrency training every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Take advantage of that training, guys. There are people that are making a ton of money, and that we can learn more and more about why the Privileged Car Club ICO is going to be such a monster in 2018. Guys, thank you so much for all the love that I'm getting messages left and right. We thank you, Miss Mel, Miss Jacqueline, Andy and Andy, and everybody else that's on this webinar. We will see you again on the training today here in the next 2.5 hours. But for sure, next Saturday, bring your teams, guys, because the more you get them fired up about this concept, the faster you can get into the car of your dreams. Have a beautiful weekend, ladies and gentlemen. This webinar is now adjourned.